its chances and opportunities, but early on, it's to make every mistake. Kind of found its way in the back of the net. It must be frustrating.
Yeah, I think it's also fair to say that the mistakes we made, created, grade A scoring chances again. So, even though we didn't make a lot of mistakes, the mistakes we made were pretty grave. So that's obviously disappointing. But as you said, we did play with good energy. We had some scoring chances. I thought their goalie made some really big saves at some really key times in the game where maybe if we got a goal, then maybe the momentum would be a little bit different. But it just wasn't happening. And and if we're going to be self-reflective and look at some of the scoring chances we had, a lot of them were just hitting him in the chest, right? And we weren't necessarily picking corners. And again, we're going to have to look at the video and figure out why that is, and find a way to be better tomorrow.
Then going into the 2-game set with Kalamazoo, do you anticipate any lineup changes beyond the what's in net?
Yeah, no, for sure. Obviously, Pretz will start tomorrow. He's ready to come back, and when you lose a game 4-1 on home ice and in front of a really nice crowd, of course you're going to make lineup changes.
Coach, do you think Guylander was the decisive factor of that game? In the first period, second shift of the game, you guys were owning it, and then you had a great flash again in the middle part of the first period. Was he the X factor of this game, you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a two-prong approach, right? I think one aspect of it is that he did make some key saves at really crucial times. The other part of it, as I said, we weren't necessarily picking corners either, right? So that's something that we're going to have to do a better job moving forward. But yeah, you got to tip your hat off to him. I thought he had a real good game.
And then also to generate more scoring chances, let's say, for argument's sake, you're not picking corners. Is it getting more bodies in front just to try to take that goaltender's eye away? Is that going to be a factor tomorrow?
Well, I think it's definitely a big factor in that. Obviously taking his eyes away are a good way to, make it difficult on the goalie. I got to watch the film and see if we had, good traffic in front of him or not. But, the other onus is on the player. You get the puck on your stick, you get it in the slot, and then from there, you got to be able to execute on a shot, right? And even if it doesn't go in, there's a difference between hitting him, right in his stomach and then there's no rebound. Otherwise, the other side of it is, you can create a pad pass, or you can make it hard on him or change the angle and then have a rebound go off his stick. But we weren't getting those second chance opportunities, and that's again something that we have to take full responsibility for. And again, nothing to take away from him. He had a very good game in the net.